Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Chiefs going up against the Raiders. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. The winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And that win is one to build on. And when you have a chance to make it a second win at home, it's something to explode with. Let's see how they come out of the gate.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here we go with Jamal Charles. Oh, the spin. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
As Jamal Charles plays here in 2016, I think 5 was the operative number for him. 5 1,000-yard years before last season, but only 5 games played in 2015.
For the current Chiefs all-time leading rusher. This is Charles. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Maclin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Holding offense. Still first down.
So 20 yards to go here on first down. Following the penalty, here's Charles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Sean Smith is absolutely the prototype of what they call the long corner. Tall, plenty of length in his arms, and the ability to bat away passes.
Again, it's Charles. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Finding time. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught by Wilson for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. He's got the second-team All-Pro from a year ago, Greg Olsen. They get 25 yards out of that one. Good enough for an Oakland first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Encroachment, defense. Still 3rd down.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. To throw the ball, and you got to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
We ready?
Now Carr throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The former 49er, Aldon Smith, able to drop it for a loss of 12. And it'll be 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Again, it's Murray. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marcel Reese, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Look at the spin. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They come out here in the eye. To throw on second down is Smith. Going back to Macklin. This time he's got him. Complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry here for Charles. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Jamal Charles on third down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. So when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Smith now on second down. And there's a flag on the field. He gets it complete to Harris.
Holding offense.
On second down, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. third and long. It's Smith. A dump off for Charles. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Now Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The fullback comes through with a big play there. 32 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcel Reese, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Is the kickoff unit as they run. And send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer is
no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Smith on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Smith now to throw, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Raiders pick it up. There he goes, right side, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Janikowski on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. First and 10, Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Smith, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And have got him. Jihad Ward, the rookie out of Illinois, in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Murray the lone setback. They go play action here on... And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcel Reese as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Raiders played well en route to a victory last week, and today it's been more of the same. The Chiefs will have to figure out a way to make a comeback in the second half.
Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now Carr. And this one brought in by a man who missed all of last year, Kelvin Benjamin. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake. Carr. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal. That 6'5" Kelvin Benjamin is so hard for defenses to deal with.
When you open up the dictionary and you look at that NFL definition of uncovering, you find Kelvin Benjamin, just what you talked about. His size, his catch radius where you put the ball almost anywhere, you can go up and get it. Remember how they won a national championship when he was at Florida State? Late game drive, put it way up there on the top shelf, and Kelvin Benjamin got it.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he's got room. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Four down, check. Four down.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Look at that play by Khalil Mack. Another tackle for loss. I don't know how you game plan against him because he can do a little bit of everything, and he does it with such an explosive flair, too.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelce. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Another pistol look here. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
Kelvin Benjamin. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Murray the low setback. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Murray. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to run it with Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Charles. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Smith, and it's complete to Kelsey. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Airing one out for Macklin. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Going underneath for Charles. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They run it. It's Charles. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Smith now on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Smith now to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
To throw his car. He's going to try. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A gain of 32 that time. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake. Carr. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Another pistol look here. Now Carr. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. On first down, it's Smith. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Smith. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Murray the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk. But
incomplete on that try. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Smith on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Carr. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Marcel Reese with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the silver and black continue to roll. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
That boy's got 4 down.
Cover! Ready!
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Tamahali.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, here's Smith. Looking left side, that's caught by Macklin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On first down, Smith. He's got time. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. The big fella. Into the end zone. Oakland Raiders touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Janikowski now for the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
after the interception. Here's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play. On second down, Jamal Charles.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Smith. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Shift together here from the D-line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Smith on first down. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
False start. Offense.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Again, Smith. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Smith. Going underneath for Charles. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Smith on third down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. On third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Carr going to throw here. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that.
It's caught inside the 25. A pickup there of 36. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out with one back and three tight ends.
Here we go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they won't run a play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr going to go on 4th down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last throw here for Smith. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.